Hello, this is Nick from Prestman Auto doing a video walkthrough of our 2022 Honda Odyssey. So what I'm going to do is we're going to walk all the way around. We're going to check for any dents, scratches, any kind of blemishes in the outside. Then we're going to go inside, go over some of the features, make sure everything's, working properly. And then finally, we'll pop the hood so we can evaluate just a little bit in the engine bay, just for good measure. So first impressions are actually really good. I will say though, it's a little dirty. We can thank the birds for that. That's just the best. But in terms of like rock chips, scrapes, anything up there like dents or whatever, I'm not seeing anything. So if I do see anything as we go around, I'll be sure to stop, zoom in, make sure you get a good visual. But so far, aside from needing a bath, it's looking like a 10 out of 10. So let's start going around and see if there's anything that we can find. Tires on here are in great condition, unsurprisingly with the low miles, but nonetheless, good to know, good to know. Got a little bit more bird adventures. Yeah, this one was parked underneath. I think it was the sign up there for a little while. So it was one of the cars parked underneath that, which is where all the birds hang out, which is awesome. So we're getting it cleaned again, but for the purposes of right now, it's pretty solid. So I just popped the trunk with the key fob here. All right, in the back, also in need of a little bit of a clean, but I'm not seeing anything crazy. Can lower the seats down and on and on. We'll close it with the button this time, just to triple check that. Beautiful. Very nice. All right, well, honestly, as far as condition goes, dare I say a 10 out of 10. It looks really, really good. So also while we're out here, here's a quick look around some of our lot. This is maybe, I don't know, like 30% of our cars. So we got more cars over on the other side of the building over there, over that building over there, and then we actually just bought up that little dirt mound you can see over there. It used to be past barbecue, but it's gonna be an extension of our lot. So we sell more cars here than any independent dealer in the state. We've been around for like 34 years now, I believe, which isn't like super important to know, but I feel like when you're buying from out of state, it's nice to know a little bit about who you're working with, that we didn't just open up yesterday, Anyway, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna turn the car on, obviously, but when I turn it on, I'm gonna leave the camera up here on the dash. That way, if there's any kind of warning lights or anything weird popping up, you'll be the first to know. So let's check it out. All right. So it looks like we've got two warning lights up right now. The first is my seatbelt light, which is, correct. And the second is the brake light, which is also correct. Other than that, everything up here looks super, super solid. So that is fantastic. Sweet. So as far as interior features go, you have a lot of them. So I'm going to go a little bit fast just for the sake of time, so this isn't like a 30-minute long video. But up here, you're going to have your snow mode, your eco mode, as well as your auto stop start system. Heated seats, which are always a pleasure. So that's fantastic. And then your park reverse neutral drive system is a little bit different on this one. Instead of being like a knob that you pull, it's just the buttons, which is pretty cool. Your AC is blowing cold and feels wonderful, which is very nice this time of year. So I'm actually going to leave that on a little bit because it's kind of hot. So as far up here, you're going to have navigation. You can connect your phone. You have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. You have pretty much anything that can be had on the car. You have cabin watch, cabin talk. Let's actually look at cabin watch real quick. I'm kind of curious. No child can hide from you in the back seat. That's really cool, actually. But yeah, let's check your audio system real quick. Holy smokes. Okay, yes, you have a very loud audio system. Oh my gosh. I was not expecting that. Awesome. So over here is going to be a couple more basic controls. You have your parking sensors. You can lift your trunk, open the doors, and on and on. You have your seat presets. You can have one for you, one for your spouse. And then over here, let's make sure your mirrors work well. Beautiful, beautiful. Other side, which is currently up, is also moving. Perfect. Windows roll down and up. Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's here. Other side, down and up. Which also, you have the shade over on the windows back there, which is cool. If kids want to, a little shade while they sleep. You're going to have the DVD player down here. You can play your Blu-ray and whatever, as well as all of your plugins. The player is right up here, so that's cool. And then you also have some controls in the back for the kids. If they're messing with it and causing a scene, you can turn them off up front, and you're done. But if they're responsible, they can control their own AC. So you got a little bit more space in here. And then some more plugins and a little more space down there, and on and on. So you're also going to have your adaptive cruise control on this side, electronic parking brake and brake hold, paddle shifters. I digress. There is no shortage of features in the car. So on top, you're also going to have a big old sunroof, which, okay, I'll be honest, a sunroof is not the most useful feature in the world. It's just not, but it's really cool. Like I like sunroofs a lot. I think they're a ton of fun. So as far as interior condition goes, like I said, it's a little bit dirty, so we're going to be cleaning it since it just got here. But I'm not seeing any rips, any dents, any tears, any lasting stains, really anything. Back seat, same story. Very, very well taken care of. So other than that, that's pretty much, we can go over features all day, but for the sake of time, we'll probably call it there. Let's pop the hood in the engine bay. We'll check that out real quick, and that should be good for our video. So I don't know how mechanically inclined you are or aren't, but regardless of how much you know about cars, you should always look under the hood of any vehicle you're looking to buy. The reason being, even if you don't know anything that's under here, you at least know what neglect looks like. So if you've got like acid buildup all around the battery over here, if all your metal pieces are just like brown and covered in rust and you got like spider webs and junk all over everything, then I'd probably ask some more questions personally. That being said, this looks great. Honestly, all the metal pieces look in great repair. They're all in, there's really not any dust or anything on it. It looks fantastic. So if you are mechanically inclined, we can go into a little bit more detail, but we'll keep this video pretty user-friendly for now. Suffice to say, when you pop the hood of an engine bay, this is exactly what you want to see. So if you have any other questions or there's anything that I missed that you'd like to see, just let me know. I'm happy to show you anything on here. But for now, this is your new Odyssey.